Ladles and jelly spoons, Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. I'm here again at the Montecristo. I'm all on my lonesome at the moment, but I've got a seat ready next to me for anybody who wants to join me. If you're watching on Catch Up, my name's Tim. I go live at 5:55, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday's all about you. Wednesday's balcony banter, except for the first Wednesday of the month where we're on Juliani Nendel's channel. And Friday is Freaky Friday, where I go out and sit round a table with you guys. So you guys are opposite me. What are you drinking? What are you eating? Are you enjoying yourselves? And we'll tell you all about what's happened this week in Tenerife. It's already started, so it looks like we're on a go. We have on, Dom is on, Orcus Whaling. That's the guy in the picture. He's not here, but I used an old picture just to show Montecristo. And Craig says he looks like him. Lorraine's on. Ian Wainwright, wah wah, up the owls for tonight, he says, whatever that means. I think it's Sheffield Wednesday. I'm getting used to it now. I'm getting used to it now. Derek Walker's on, good evening. David Longdon, good evening and all. Wah 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 wah. This is all to do with Sheffield Wednesday. You're going to be really disappointed that I'm not going to talk about sport. Evening, says Zelda. Martin Voss, good evening. Anne-Marie Elton's on. Thank you for all you do there, my darling. Nikki's on. Pauline's on. Glyn Young's on. Charlie's on. And Emma Kelly, good evening. David Butler's also. Hi, Tim, all your viewers. Not viewers, your friends. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and interview somebody. I haven't got anybody yet lined up. There's quite a few people in the bar, but not as busy as it usually is. It's a little bit windy today as well, but that's good because that means that you're not going to get burnt. Oh no, actually it's worse because you don't feel the heat and you do get burnt. I got my 50 factor on. My arm is all but healed. That's pretty cool. So, at the moment, we're just answering questions. Good evening, Tim. We're watching from the balcony in Los Cris. Cool, dude. Whereabouts in Los Cris are you? I'm on the Tim and Tonics again with a bit of lime. Tonic Zero. Simon Dale's on. Good evening. So what happened today? Well, today in the morning, I went down 8:30, bright as a button, down to the bottom around here. I did some drone shots, and then Webby turned up, and I recorded his sports roundup. Then I went home. We did a live after that in Laura's. So if you watch that one, we're just goofing off, Webby and myself. He was doing sport, I wasn't. But we met a few people, and quite a few said they were coming tonight, but nobody's turned up yet. Maybe they just don't want to be on it again. But there we go. We'll see. What else did we do? I went home and edited. It's going to be released at 7 o'clock tonight. Webby Sports Roundup, one of the best editings I've done. Great drone footage, nice popping titles and pictures and stuff like that. And of course it was Webby's birthday on Thursday, sorry. Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And so he's been enjoying himself. 66 years, the poor sod. When's done? Hi, Tim from Wendy and Brendan from Manchester. Beverly Hills Heights. Okay, that's quite high up, that, isn't it? David Butler says, David Longdon, interview someone. Yeah, I'm looking around and they all seem to be chit-chatting at the moment. And I'm not catching somebody's eye, but we will do in a minute. Alice Christine, she's fine. She's actually up and about today in her electric chair. She's on the computer because on the 4th or the 5th, is it? No, the 4th today. She gets a new book from the club. So to enable us to buy the books cheap, we have to buy one a month. So that automatically goes out. So she gets a new book every month. Thanks to you guys who go on and timothydowd.com/sponsor. She gets a lot more than that, so which she really needs because she devours those books, I tell you. And they're €9.95 each, euros. So we're pretty good at getting that. So $9.95 went out the bank this morning, and it's being spent as we speak. I'll probably get an email in a minute saying she's bought one. Denise is on. Good evening. Wow, 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 the owls or whatever you say. For Stephen, I suppose he's not on because he's watching the match, is it? Is it playing now, is it? Is it immediately now? What is the weather like in October? Are you asking for next October or last October? If you're looking for Okay, what I always tell everybody, the weather is exactly the same during the day all year round. So it's just that the sun goes down a bit later in the summer and a bit early in the winter, but it's exactly the same. If it's sunny, it's warm. If it's cloudy, it's like a spring day. So October's no different. Rupert's arriving. I've just seen his Rupert hat. So October's quite nice. Sometimes we do get a storm in October though. I remember every time that the beach has washed away, we've had a 2-day storm. One coming in, one going out. And on the night it's been rickety and blood red sand all over the place. So that's happened in October, but that's not guaranteed every October. Might even be a Kalima, but there you go. Webby was off the wagon, fell off the wagon yesterday, but he's back on it today, I believe. I might have a gin tonight. No, 8 tonight. Okay, thanks. Match kicks off at 8. There you go. Lol, Denise. Charlie, wash your mouth. What did Charlie say? What did Charlie say? Hang on, I've not got all chats on. All messages, there we go. Charlie. Match kicks off at 8. Lol, Denise, haha. Charlie, wash your mouth out. I didn't see what he said. Come on, Southampton. Okay, there we go. Hiya, how are you?
I sent that link to my brother.
Did you?
The Dudley Council thing.
Yeah.
All of Dudley Council have watched it.
All of Dudley Council have watched it about Dudley.
They couldn't stop laughing.
Do you want to be on this? We're live right now.
Yeah.
Sit here. You got to come that way, I think.
I've put my dress on.
Oh, well, she got a lovely dress. There we go.
What are you doing with a posh glass?
A posh glass. That's what she gave me.
And what's in it?
Just tonic zero and lime.
Oh, I'll have to have words with him.
Why? What's that?
They're only for posh drinks because they're posh glasses.
They are posh. Can I?
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, this is going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to put my hand down your dress here. There we go. There you go. Is it? No, it's going to hang in it. Hang on. I'll do something else.
Okay.
I'm going to hook it on here. There you go.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, so I ask this all the time, even though we've met twice. What's your name and where you're from for the people at home?
I'm Julie and I'm from Edgbaston.
Hedgebaston. Is that with an H?
No, with an E.
With an E, Edgbaston. Hedgebaston, you see. Edgbaston. And how long have you been on the island?
I came on Friday.
And how long are you staying for?
I'm going home in the early hours of Tuesday morning.
Early hours of Tuesday morning?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Flight's delayed, but they did text me and let me know, so that's fine.
Cool, dude. And you're staying in the village?
Staying in the Mind.
In the Mind Hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that like?
Beautiful.
Really beautiful, is it?
Yeah.
Let's give you a bit more light here. There we go.
Been on a boat trip today.
Yeah, you were saying, we met you this morning.
Yeah.
For those of you who watched this morning, she had a different T-shirt on this morning, some football team or other, wasn't it?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Are they Midlands, are they?
Yeah.
I thought they were London, but they're not.
No, that's Arsenal or West Ham.
Arsenal, I was thinking, it begins with an A or something like that, yeah. So, did you get to see dolphins and whales?
We saw whales, pilot whales.
Pilot whales?
Yeah, we saw pilot whales, and then we got to get out into the sea and have a swim.
Okay, cool. Oh, you were swimming as well, were you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what people are saying about you. Good evening. Football doesn't kick off till late. Okay, that's fine. Up the Owls. Southampton are playing Sheffield Wednesday tonight, I believe.
Yeah.
Tony Fogarty's on. Tony Fogarty. It's Tony Fogarty, but we call him Fogarty. Yeah.
My partner's a Blues fan, and they're playing Swansea tomorrow.
Swansea tomorrow. Scott and Tina. Wah. Oh, there we go. They're talking about football. So, you got to see the pilot whales.
Yeah.
Was it like totally impressive, or was it sort of like meh?
No, it was totally impressive.
So, would you recommend the trip?
I certainly would.
And which way did you go? You went towards the island, did you? How far out did you go?
God knows.
No?
No.
When you turned round to look at Tenerife,
Yeah.
could you like see the villages and stuff on the coastline?
Yeah.
So it wasn't that far out then, really?
Because of the villages, and to be fair, I know it sounds really stupid, it looks a bit like the White Cliffs of Dover that I could see.
Okay.
You know.
So you're up near Los Gigantes, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, cool dudes. So that's up on the north of the island, the north corner of the island, because they got the big cliffs up there.
Yeah, big cliffs.
Actually, fun fact, you know Wonder Woman 1984 or whatever is the film, Wonder Woman, that was the opening sequence was filmed there.
Oh, okay.
They came over Mascar and down to the beach, but when they get down to the beach, they put it in CGI because there is no beach there. And then they got horses running along the beach towards Los Gigantes with a big citadel on the cliff.
But
And
there's nothing there.
that's nothing there either. No. So if you're looking at Wonder Woman, that's filmed from Mascar down to the beach. And we've just heard that we're getting Europe's biggest film studios built right in a decade.
Okay.
8 sound stages, 3 of them are going to be water stages. So
And
they're going to be.
where's that?
I don't know where they're going to be, but it's in the county of Adeje, so it must be between Las Americas and Guia de Azora. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's going to bring a lot of money into the place.
And a lot of tourists.
Hollywood, you see, Hollywood. I might be able to do tours, Hollywood tours to the stars. So, what's your plans for the weekend?
Well, as I say, I'll be endured to watching the Blues and Swansea game tomorrow. But the rest of the time I'll be just by the pool and then go home early hours Tuesday morning.
So it's basically a relaxing holiday from now on, is it? Or
Yeah.
have you got any more excursions booked?
Nothing.
You're not going to jump off a mountain or go on a buggy?
Not this year.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to jump off a mountain another year, or have you been?
No, I haven't, but I might think about it for next year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next year, jump off a mountain. There you go. You get sponsored and give to a charity.
Yeah.
That would do it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Cool dude. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we go. I get to cuddle a young lady here. I'll take that.
Okay. Bye.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
There you go. Do you want to be can I interview you?
You can interview me, go on.
Go on, sit down then.
I'm having an interview.
He's having an interview. There we go. We've got to put your microphone on. Oh, just leave that there and I'll just clip it on. There you go. That should be good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, what's your name? Where are you from?
Ben McCubbin, I live here, but I'm from Essex.
Ben McCubbin and Olivia.
I'm from Essex.
And from Essex.
There we go.
There you go. And how long have you been living here?
8 years on and off.
8 years on and off. Wow. Are you working over here or is
Yes, I work over
it?
here.
Is it sort of like?
Well, I'm not working the last 10 days because I had a few drinks, but yeah.
There you go. You've had a few drinks, have you?
Yes.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? This island is it's all about. Who's shouting Tim? Don't worry about it. So Ben, what do you do?
So we've got an office, it's not my office, but we've got an office in Las Americas, Microsoft, Google, and we sell on behalf of them.
Okay.
So it's nice, it's good. So we got we started off with 5 people, now we've got 40 people working for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is it like, what type of stuff do you sell?
So we sell like cloud storage, telecoms, this, that, anything
Okay.
anything IT.
And is it all on the telephone or do you
All
are you
in
out
the
on the
telephone.
street?
I'm one of the annoying people that calls you up.
Okay. Nobody ever calls me up. Do you want my number? So, call centre.
Yeah.
Is that because the wages are reasonable here?
Yeah. So the wages are probably better than working in a bar or working in.
Okay. And can anybody do it?
Anyway, as long as you've got a chat,
As long as you got the gift of the gab.
give to the gab.
So you got to be like a Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, Del Boy.
All right. Yes,
Del
sir.
Boy.
Okay, I could be Del Boy. Next
2 for
year,
a pound.
Trigger. Yeah.
I'll be multi-millionaires.
Be a multi-millionaires. Cool, dude.
It's a
So
big
did
game.
you win Sticky 13?
No, look, I didn't tonight.
Who won tonight?
Danny.
Danny won.
Danny won.
He came and put a new lamp up in my bedroom, and I said, in the bathroom, and I said, I'll get you a pint on Friday. Now I don't have to.
Charge him double.
I know.
See you in a bit, mate.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be you. Right, ladles and jelly spoons are going to darken me down again. Don't darken my door. See what you guys are saying? So I'd like to go on a boat, but I'm quite seasick, says Charlie. I don't like boats either, do I? Rugby on tomorrow, Scotland versus France, says Pauline. There you go. Evening. Everybody's saying Gary Taylor. Hi, Tim. No one was looking at the cliffs. They were looking at Wonder Woman. They were definitely looking at Wonder Woman. Andy Wrong, don't forget your parachute. There you go. North Tenerife man, not happy at the minute. I ordered something from Leroy Merlin. They said a week, and they've rung to say it's here and had to be picked up today. Oh, that's next to us, isn't it? That's next door to us, isn't it? Oh, so he's going to miss the match. No, he'll be home in time. He'll definitely be home in time. Simon Farrant, evening all nice. See Lee back at his best in his vlogs. Yep, I talked to him yesterday, and he said he was going to call me today, but he was busy. So he might call me later on tonight when everybody's quiet and the kids have gone in. And then Webby's here. Happy birthday, boy.
You all right there? Do you want me in a minute or what? You all right?
Whenever you're ready.
All right, I'll come, yeah, go on then.
Or if you can grab somebody else to come and say hello. Ian at home, evening everybody in the chat. Not long on, get the rest of the catch up. Stay safe, have a good weekend. Ian, thank you so much. And the Lord is on. Sell sand to the Arabs. Have a great weekend. There you go. Charlie, wow, I could do that in Tenerife. It could be a good living there. You know, you can get a job. It used to be dead easy to come and do it, but it probably isn't now. Why does everybody come this way to the chair when that is the easiest way around? Evening, Ian, everybody saying rugby on tomorrow. Rugby's on tomorrow. I won Sticky 13 today.
What time's rugby?
Huh?
Do you know what time rugby is?
Tomorrow it says.
Yeah, they're playing Wales in the Principality. I said that this morning, didn't they?
There was something else.
It's a friendly. Is that on?
Paulie, no, it's not. Now it's on.
Thank you. You all right?
I am fine. It was Pauline that said it, Gianni Watson. Ow.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Tony Fagati's on from Leon
yeah,
C.
he did say, tell me when I'm on now, Tom, for me.
Gianni Watson, evening team rugby on tomorrow. I just said rugby.
Yeah, England, Wales in the Principality. That's in Cardiff.
I thought Wales was a principality.
Are you starting from yesterday? Or this morning?
No.
Oh, you having a go with
Scotland versus France.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
England versus Wales.
Yeah.
Scotland versus
Doesn't
France.
say a time. Is that just mentioned, is it? Okay.
And Charlie is the Leeds fan there tonight. Device added to your account. An iPad now has access to your messages. If you don't recognise the device, you can remove it in settings.
All right.
I don't notice it.
Can we just walk and talk at the same time?
We can walk and talk at the same time.
Oh, sorry. There's Dean here on the right-hand side.
Hi, Dean.
We're going to interview him within the next week or two.
Okay.
He's a big blue-nosed Zulu warrior, and he wants to say hello to other family or something who's watching.
Okay.
So, Dean.
Hi, Dean. How's it going?
Oh, wait, son. Hang on, come close. Listen,
Hello, mate. Are you?
Yeah, you're on. Go on.
Okay. Regan, how are you, son? Back in Birmingham. A big shout out to Molly Mercer, Dylan Mercer, Stephen and Julie. See you soon.
And who are you? Hang on, who are you? The people are watching, they don't know who you are.
My name's Dean. I'm from Shirley. Thank you.
My name's Shirley. I'm from Forest of Dean.
And Dean is the guy, he's the big blue nose, the big Zulu warrior. He's the one I'm going to interview within the next week or two before he goes up.
And we met him. I met him for the first time about 10 years ago, I think it was.
Did you?
In the the buzzing bar.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing my magic, I was.
It's going to be a cracking interview. That will be.
I think that Christine might have bumped into my iPad and knocked it on the floor.
Why? What's happened?
Because it's re-registered now on my thing.
Okay.
But don't worry, my darling, I'll forgive you. Grr, as they say.
You'd be nice for a change.
I'm being nice, yeah. Paddington list doing well for me, Glyn Young.
What's that mean?
It's the same shirt you had on this morning. We're both same shirts.
Yeah, we both. We did no because we
showered early.
Yeah, we said. Well, I've just showered again, but we said that we were going to wear the same ones, didn't we? Yeah. I said we're going to wear the same one. But I could wear another white one, and that could be another red one.
No, I don't know. I've only got one red one. I got 10 yellow ones.
Foggy, when he comes in January, if they're not gone, he's going to get them and chuck them in the sea.
Oh.
Foggy away. He's in the Oakwood in Leon C, and he says he keeps going up to people to say, "Have you got YouTube?" And they're smashing him to bits. Have you got YouTube? Are you on YouTube? And they're smashing him. He love it, eh? Loving it.
John, Blue-Eyed John's arrived. Hello, John. You're looking slim.
Happy anniversary.
And happy anniversary.
61 years today.
61 years with the same woman.
Well, I didn't say the same woman, just 61's anniversary. Could be 3 together, couldn't it?
It could have been 3 together.
But he's good looking, isn't he? Look at him, 79. You can't believe it, can you?
Paddington's still running, I think.
Well, so.
I didn't say 61 happy ones.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, 61 years married. Happy for 2 of them, like.
I've been happily married for 10 years, yeah. I've been together 61.
Yeah.
Gary Taylor, hi Webby's that same shirt, did that one this morning. And who said happy birthday? Diane O says happy birthday to you.
Cheers, Diane. I've got a beer.
You did get a beer.
First beer of the day. No, I had one in yesterday, didn't I? They're all
I've got to have a German beer now then.
Eh?
If you're having a beer, I've got to have a German beer.
Well, I had them all. They bought me in yesterday afternoon, so I had a couple in. So that's the one I had in. So
Paddington's won 3 times since Wesley's horsed it.
Oh, you're talking horses. I beg your pardon. I thought it was your show, not my show.
Well, no, it is my show. I'm answering questions.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
He said,
you got 2 for tomorrow, haven't we? Have you got to tell them? Have you told them that?
what horses they are? We've had them before, haven't we? Well, one of them we had.
Well, 2 weeks ago when it won it.
It was called Pretty Boy. No, what's it called?
Rabbit in a pie.
I have no
I'll
idea.
look at my phone again. All right.
Well, look at my phone again. It's the you said in the something cup. I have to find out which race.
Stewards Cup.
Yeah, but when was it and where is it?
It's tomorrow. It's always a Saturday. It's tomorrow. It's always a good one. The Stewards Cup is good. They know. If they're
They
all
don't
saying-
know.
They do.
I mean, if I don't know, there are people out
You
there
don't
that
know
don't
nothing.
know.
Hang on.
That effing Desert Games, Webby. Could have bought a leg. How much I've lost on it? That effing Desert Games, Webby.
There you
I
go.
could have bought
Listen,
a leg.
It's not me, it's
How
fancy.
much I've lost on it?
If you've put a fiver on every race or every horse that we have given out, you will be a few quid up, 100%.
If you only put it on the winners.
Well, no, every one. If you backed every one, you'd be up. Well, up.
Oh, you backed everyone the same amount.
If you put a fiver on every race, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Then you'd be fair. You'd probably be.
So if I give you a fiver, you give me loads of money back now.
Well, I would have if you backed it. You'd probably be 100 up. You must be.
100?
Yeah, easy. You must be.
I'm
yeah.
going to turn into a gambler.
Hang on. What did I say? Lee Sobot.
Lee Sobots. Like robots.
Hey, what a suntan.
Great, isn't it?
Look at him. He's only got a look.
Remind you, hit the thumbs up, Suzanne. Simon Ferrant, how do you think Brighton will do this season, Webby?
Brighton. They're keeping the midfielder. Liverpool are after him, but I think he's staying Consiade. And I think they're going to be, again, same as last year. I can't see them going down less. They're going to be 7, 8, 9, I think. I think 7, 8, 9. But don't forget, me, Tim, Terry, my number 2, and Simon, my number 3. We're doing a video next week before the season starts. And we're going to go 1 to 20. We're going to put a few bob in the kitty, and then we're going to do it.
Flying truckers on. Sorry, mate.
No, that's okay. So we're going to say, right, who's going to win the league, 1 to 20. And if any one of those we get right, we'll get, like, say 50 points or 100 points. Then what we'll do is, say if you said Liverpool was 3rd and they came 5th, then we'll take -2 off. That's all right.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm talking to them, not you.
All right, go ahead.
I've done it. I ain't saying it again.
Right, if it's 2 points, and if one of them, if you get one of them right, then it's 2 points.
You're talking garbage now. Just do that.
Oh, when the Saints go marching
read
in.
that. That's the horse.
Flying trucker. Oh, there's the
that's you read the horses.
Sorry, bud. Extra busy week ahead of the new season. Sweet William won nicely for us the other week.
That's the one, yeah.
Must have a good prospects again at the 225 handicap on Goodwood on Saturday. Just £7 entered in the Ebor.
Just up £7. So it's got £7 more weight.
He's a favourite 11 to 4. Seems pretty fair to me. I would think we'll go with that. So he's going to go Goodwood 225
as well.
The Sweet William.
Yeah.
And then he thinks Orazio has a good chance in the Stewards Cup, and it's good for an each way bet. You said.
Well, that's about 5. Listen, it's Stewards Cup.
And the Stewards Cup, I found out later, is later on in the same afternoon in Goodwood, about 3 something or other. Well, there you go. So, as Webby always says,
I've been given
if you're under 18, don't gamble.
Yeah.
If your head's in the clouds, don't gamble. If you're drunk, don't gamble. And if your wife doesn't let you, don't gamble.
Yeah. Well, I've been given a Mr. Wagyu. All the Luton Town boys are on it. They love it because the owner came Luton Town area. And now Luton Town, all the pubs around Luton Town are back Mr. Wagyu. And Ian always says, Webby, check Mr. Wagyu. So my good pal has got a box at Coventry. His mate owns it. So we've messaged him, and it was 20s, 14s, 16s now. have an each way bet on Mr. Wagyu tomorrow afternoon at Goodwood. That's in the Stewards Cup as well.
Well, we can't win both, can we?
No,
What do I put my money on now?
No, you can put them both. You can do them
You
both
can't
each
win
way.
both. You can't both.
You do, listen, you know what we're talking about, all right? You just stick to your politics and all your. What's that? We're looking at.
It's the oldest iPhone I've ever seen in my life.
Dean.
No, it must be a new one. It must be an iPhone Mini or something like that.
Was it?
It's tiny. It's tiny.
It's probably nicked it anyway. He's a blue nose, isn't he?
It's not. You're terrible.
I'm terrible.
You're terrible.
He's a good lad, I'll tell you.
What was I going to say? I was going to say Flying Trucker. He's had his legs off, I think.
Right?
He's had his legs off.
What do you mean?
And he put a thing up. I haven't watched it yet, but he says stumps. Stumps and trees, he says. So he's probably had his legs off.
How does he walk about there?
He's a flying trucker. What do you mean?
What's a
He's
flying-
flying then, isn't he?
What's a flying? I've seen him.
Ian.
It's like the pheasant.
And Ian Wainwright's on.
Who's he? Oh, he's,
The guy we were talking about this morning.
oh yeah. I've been asleep. Well, I haven't been asleep since then.
Nick Wiltshire.
I've been shopping. I spent loads with Dawn.
Luke's on. Do you give footy tips as well, Webb?
I could do if I want to. I did say this morning on my blog at 7 o'clock, I think this is one of the best. What do you think?
I think it's one of the best.
Well, yeah, because we've had a bit of fun. I keep bringing you into it, and you're laughing. And what you did at the end, you said, I'm going to knock you straight out. Like, you know, and you will get that because what you did, and you did fantastic. That's it, right at the end, isn't it? And you've got to watch it. It's funny.
Bottle washer, cameraman.
Cameraman. I didn't even say director or producer, did I?
No,
And I thought I was right. I thought I had
You
it
think
all
you're right, yeah.
That was after no beer.
That was after no beer.
That was after What I mean
Before
is,
beer, then.
that was after I've had no beer. So
Yeah, but it's a before beer then.
yeah, all right. That's like half a pint is in full or half.
Half pint full or empty. Charlie Lineker sticking his nose into the Kane deal.
Gary Lineker is sticking his
Nose into the Kane deal.
This Harry Kane thing. Bayern Munich have now made a third bid this afternoon, we believe. I've just been watching Sky Sports.
We can talk about Bayern Munich because I'm going to get a Bavarian beer in a minute.
Yeah. So Bayern Munich basically a third bid. It's all down to the thing is he can't go and play next week and then get transferred. He's got to play before, and he can't say anything because he's a Tottenham player. It's so difficult. Until it happens, everybody shut up. Sky Sports, but they won't hear it. Just get on with it, and when it happens, it happens. He either stays at Tottenham or he goes to Bayern Munich.
I thought it was at Liverpool.
No, he's Tottenham, and he's phenomenal.
He's a spud.
But he's got. You shouldn't say that. Foggy's watching, isn't he?
Hey, Foggy. I'm only reiterating what these guys are saying. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, don't.
I know what I'm talking about.
Football tips. I did say this morning in my 7 o'clock job, my first thing on the football focus, I do think Coventry got an each way chance or a playoff. 25-1 to win the league championship, and I really do think there's a great chance of that in the playoffs. 25-1 with Bet365 each way. Yeah, it's worth a shout.
And I'm going to give you a tip now. It's called a PG Tips, and it's called Dad, the piano's on my phone. And he says, you hum it, son, I'll play it.
You could put a glass eye to sleep, couldn't you?
I could put a glass eye to
I'll
sleep.
tell you. I said it to my missus, she'd never heard that before. She'd have her socks off.
She did?
Yeah.
She got no socks on now then?
She's only got one eye as well.
One eye?
Eh?
You go each way to get first, second, and third on the football.
To be honest with you, I think it's a playoff job.
You can't get
I'm not
third
sure.
in the football.
Yeah, you can.
You cannot get third in the football because
because
there's either one wins or the other win.
Two go up and one gets the vote.
Oh, right, I thought you meant who wins the match.
Yeah,
I was going to say you
I would
can't get third.
I would check it
Oh,
out.
third's a draw,
All
maybe.
different companies are different. Whether you bet Fred, whether you're Corals. or
Kane
whatever,
should
I would check
go
it.
because he won't get a better offer. Why Lineker needs to get involved.
Why
Michelle
is he
T's on as well. Hi, Michelle.
why is he getting? I don't know why Gary Lineker's getting involved.
I don't know what
It
Gary
won't-
Lineker's doing.
it
Wasn't he a
won't-
footballer?
Well, he
I know
was.
he's a pundit
He's
now.
a great pundit of Match of the Day.
I
but,
know his brother owns a bar in Tenerife.
Well, he doesn't own it. This is Wayne Lineker SL, and most of them are franchised out. Whether
Okay.
in Turkey or Lanzarote, and that's what happens. He's got the one in Ibiza, which my pal was there a few weeks ago with Paddy the Baddie. They went over with Tony, didn't they, to Ibiza and see Wayne Lineker.
Paddy the Baddie and Tony Roma.
Yeah, or Tony.
Charlie says the things I don't understand is Chinese. No, she didn't say that.
Yes, a good shout.
Is that if Levy doesn't get Kane go this summer,
Yeah.
doesn't let Kane go this summer, for
Yeah.
£85 million, then he shouldn't sign his new contract and go for free next summer.
Yeah, he's
The
got one.
super owners won't like that.
Well, they've got 1 year left on his contract. And
Okay,
usually-
you got to explain it to me now.
When there's 1 year left on your contract,
Right?
if he just worked that contract down to nothing,
Yeah.
then he can go on a free. Tottenham will not be able to get any money whatsoever. Then he will earn big bucks going to a new club. So Tottenham really, if he wants to go, they've got to sell him now.
Oh, right. So he doesn't get 85 million. The
No.
club gets 85
The
million.
club gets it, but they're looking.
Right.
They want 100 million. They're talking about, but they've been offered, I believe, about 100 million in euros, which is like 85 million pound.
It's telephone numbers, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you honestly. Yeah,
It's
but
telephone
then the
numbers.
wages are 200 grand a week, 300 grand a week, 400 grand a week. All right, son. I'll see you a bit later.
John,
See you later, yeah.
enjoy your party.
Have a nice evening, son. All right. I'll come down and see you in a minute.
Blue-eyed John.
All right, I'll see you later, my big man.
Oh, is he going for dinner? You going for dinner? Is he?
It's his 61st win anniversary.
Yeah, he
We're
said
down
that.
at Pearly Gray. And
Oh,
my son
right.
Matthew, John Webb, is going to look after him.
Yeah.
He's going to give him the.
Is
give him the
it
treatment.
down the edge? Are they?
Yeah.
Ah, the edge
down
is nice.
Lovely.
If
Well,
you know the Pearly Grey, if you don't know the Pearly Grey, it's the hotel just over here on the corner, and they've got a bar called the Edge, which is right on the edge of the cliffs, and it's a posh place.
Beautiful,
right?
beautiful.
Lovely lounges and seats and everything, and they do a barbecue, don't they?
the barbecue on a Sunday, but you've got to book it like a week or two in advance.
Right.
Because they're having all work done, brand new swimming pool, etc. It's going to be phenomenal. Kids and everything, yeah. What are you laughing at?
Tony Fogatti says he's watching Laurel and Hardy.
Guess who's Laurel? Guess who's Hardy?
So John Howe says, what's the temperature, Tim? 28 all day, every day, but I think it's probably about 28 degrees in the shade, but way over 30 in the sun. Way over 30 in the sun.
Easy.
Who'll win tonight, says Orcus Whaling?
We got Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton. That's a tough one. I've just messaged my pal Ian, the one who sent me, I said this morning, the items over from my charity.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously they're having drinks now, so they'll be going to the game at Hillsborough. It'll be a big crowd, I think. But Southampton's still got Ward Prowse. Thought he was going to West Ham, but he's still got to fancy Southampton a little bit, I'm afraid.
Dom says, do you think that Joe Lewis wants to sell Kane to pay for his court fines?
Joe Louis, no, he means...
Joe Lewis.
Who's Joe Lewis?
Wasn't he a boxer?
Yeah, I know, but surely he's not thinking of him. That
Do
was
you
many
think
years
that Joe Lewis wants to sell Kane to pay for his court fines, says Dom?
Don't know who Joe Louis is.
Was it a...
Is that somebody on the board at Tottenham? or
Charlie's
something?
saying probably Dom. Well, just think of any Joe Lewis that needs court fines.
I just don't know.
If I keep drinking this red wine,
Who's
wife,
the guy? I'll tell you.
while it's cheap, I'll be legless.
Who's the guy
Stumps.
that's on the TV now this morning? Bald head, good-looking guy, ex martial arts, and he's been accused of rape, haven't he? But they've and he's in prison. Where is he in prison?
Hungry.
They won't get, yeah. Hey? No, I can't. Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. Yeah, Andrew Tate. Obviously, it's not him.
No.
But yeah,
Joe
that's
Lewis.
another dodgy one. Yeah. How many we got on?
Tina Rigby, bye everyone, enjoy your evening.
Bye,
Tina,
Tina. Bye, Tina.
thank you for popping in. I know that Webby's a pain in the bum and you think, what am I watching this for? But what it is, Freaky Friday is all about sitting around the table in a pub. And you get characters like Webby in a pub, don't you?
Yeah, of course. You hope
There you
so.
go, there you go.
How many's on, sir?
Freddie Newdax says Andrew Tate. We got 137 people watching.
Nice.
I'd like to thank each and every. I'm not going. I'm not going yet.
I hope not. We just got him myself.
I'll just get it myself. Webby's really enjoying the lives at the moment. We've
Yeah.
gone live this morning on his channel.
Yeah, love it.
And I'm actually going to both channels, but eventually you're gonna have to go solo, mate.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go
No,
solo.
it's brilliant. I love it. I
But
love
what
it.
I'm going to do is I'm going to set him up so that he can use my system to go live
Yeah.
and interview people on dial-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anybody. So Tony Fogatti can come in, and anybody can come
You
in.
take over the show, you will.
No problem. No problem. If it's good content and people want to watch it,
It will be good. It's
that'll
always
be
good content. There's always somebody to talk about it now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for sure.
MCFC Sunday, says it's Craig.
Man City, yeah, you've got Man City Arsenal, which is the in English it's the Charity Shield. Winner of the league and plays the winner of the FA Cup.
Joe Lewis is the Spurs owner who is being charged by the
Gotcha.
US for insider trading.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
And Tony says not Joe Lewis, the brown bomber.
Gotcha. Okay. The brown box. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Roger Channing's on.
Oh, Roger. Lovely. That's the guy we met.
Yeah.
Hi, Rog.
Heading down to Wembley tomorrow ahead of the Community Shield.
Yeah, he's
for
a
the
gooner.
Blues, says Charlie.
Big gooner. Big gooner.
So, what's happening today in Tenerife? Well, Casafuerte, which is the castle up in Adeje town, I reported about a year ago that they were going to disown the owners. They were going to take it over and do it up. And the owner says that's not true. And then I said, right, I'll come and interview you, which I never did. I apologise for that. But they've just released now that they're ready to take over control of Casafuerte. So I'll keep you updated on that. Yeah.
Strong house.
That was strong house, Casafuerte. It was, what's his name? Communication Adeje. Plans for the expropriation of Casafuerte approved by the Adeje Council.
Chris Todd is just, I have done this short video with the latest news of CD Tenerife.
Okay.
If not possible to use, no problem.
It's too late for today, for this week.
Oh, yeah, no, just,
Okay.
yeah.
We're done.
Oh, it's 2 minutes. Oh, that's quite good.
What?
It's on for 2 minutes. That's good. We'll bang it in, yeah.
Oh, we can bang it in, can we?
Well, not me now.
Who does Webby think of the new Man City Stadium? I thought it was an Everton Stadium.
Man, it's been there for a while. It's the Etihad, isn't it? I think you got that right.
Hit the like button. What does Webby think of the new Man City Stadium?
Well, I've never been there, so I can't
Never
comment.
been.
Well, I have been told,
Eddie Reed, belated birthday wishes.
Thank you. I have been told it's a cracking stadium.
I'm dry. I can't think of anything to say.
Can't you?
No,
Why?
I don't know.
That's all
My
right.
head's not in it, I don't think.
Well, sometimes I must admit, sometimes what happens when you walk away. Sometimes I look and leave on me Jack Jones, and I think, oh, you think, oh, you get flummoxed because you're there, aren't you?
You do, yeah.
Knowing there's 100, 200, 300 people watching or so forth.
148 now.
148.
If you've just arrived, I'm going to leave Webby in charge for a minute because I'm going to get us. You want another bottle?
Yeah, go on.
I'm going to get.
Well,
him the
you
bottle.
go there.
Yeah?
I'll get Dino sit me for 2 minutes.
All right.
Dean, just come over here while he's getting a drink. Come on. Hurry up, Dean. Hurry up, Dean. I'm for 2 minutes. Just hold that while he's getting a drink. Just sit down now. Just hold that in there while I'm We'll talk about anything. Dino, as I introduced him a few weeks ago, and a few months ago, and a few years ago, good man. Big Blue Nose, big Birmingham City fan. Just give me a bit of insight of your Birmingham City football knowledge and how you supported them. Because I'm going to do this in the interview, innit? But you might as well tell him now.
Many years ago, my old man took me down there.
Bit louder.
My old man took me down there in the early 70s.
Yeah,
And there was a great player called Trevor Francis.
of course.
And watching it, and we had other good players, Joe Gallagher, John Connolly, the winger to watch, and all that set up. And then in later life, probably the best player I've ever seen down Birmingham City. What a touch of class, Christophe Dugarry.
Yeah, you said that to me. Yeah,
But-
French guy.
Yeah, where usually French people sulk
Yeah, that's what
and
they
walk
do.
away.
Yeah,
He said to Steve Bruce, I've had enough.
yeah,
That's my game, I'm done.
yeah.
But when Steve Bruce took over the Blues, he built a spine,
How old were you there?
probably mid-30s.
Okay, mid-30s, yeah.
So when Blues got promoted, he built a spine and he bought 2 championship centre-halves in Roger Johnson and Scott Dan.
Scott, that ex-Coventry.
Yeah. He
Sold
got,
him for 5 million, I think.
he got Joe Hart from Man City
Joe Hart, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Hart, Brim, yeah.
and he bought a lunatic in Robbie Savage.
Robbie Savage, yeah, Robbie
And
Savage.
he bought a geezer from Senegal, Cissé, and then he put Dugarry up the front,
Yeah,
and he built round that, and we overachieved, and of course we did, and we got better. But my claim to fame, sorry Gooner,
go on.
when we won the cup.
Yeah. Birmingham, Arsenal
Yeah.
in 1980, what was it? When was it?
2010, 2011.
2011. Yeah. What score? Remember the score?
2-1.
Was it? I can't remember. 2-1.
We went 1-0 up, the lump at the front,
Yeah.
and then 1-1, and then The ball come over the top. Milosevic headed it on.
Milosevic.
The centre back dropped to Goulet, and Martin's on loan from Newcastle.
Yeah.
And thank you, good night.
Yeah.
That was it. Job over.
And you were there, obviously.
Yeah. Oh,
You mean
mate.
you mean Gunnar as in Simon?
Yeah, Simon. Oh, mate, I love him. Love him to pieces.
Right. No, because we can't talk too much because I'm interviewing him. See, in 2 weeks' time, and I don't want to take all the information.
Right.
So that's what it is. That's why you've got to come, because if we start talking, then
Yeah.
we're going to do the same questions in 2 weeks'
I
time.
remember
Go on.
Birmingham City bought
Yeah.
a World Cup winning left back, Alberto Tarantino.
Dear me. Alberto Tarantino. Right, that's it.
1978.
Come on. Right, listen.
Is
Dean,
this all go out now?
this is live. This is live. Make it beer. Dean, cheers, big man. Thanks a lot. I've got to keep it quiet.
You got your own microphone.
Yeah, because Dean's going to be take your drink, Dean. Dean's going to be interviewed in a week or two's time before he goes home.
Cool,
so we're going to
dude.
get all the information there. So
You moved
we've
the
got to
camera,
just
didn't you?
I haven't touched it. Not touched it. I think
Ladies and
probably
gentlemen,
the
you moved the chair, okay.
Yeah.
So, ladies and jelly spoons, cheers.
Cheers, good
For
helping.
Webby's birthday,
Good luck.
you get the Franciscana.
Back on the water tomorrow.
Hang on. Let's just get this in focus so you can see it. There you go. Franciscana.
Yeah, back on the water tomorrow. So I'm not
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm having an Indian tonight as well. Christine says, what we're going to have? And I said, well, I've got chickpeas at home. I've got tomatoes.
Yeah.
So I could do a load of stuff.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Tina. Yeah, got you.
And she says, you know what I fancy? I said, what? She says, one of them chicken wraps
yeah.
you get from the Indian.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like a chicken tikka wrap
Plenty
for
in there.
$7.50 with salad and everything,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
wrapped in a naan bread, isn't it?
Cut it in half. Half
Yeah,
each.
half each,
Yeah. Yeah, half each. Yeah, you were on the go about my accent this morning when we were live, weren't you? You were,
I wasn't having a go at your accent at all, mate.
you were picking on me big
I wasn't
style.
picking on your big
Yeah,
tail at
you
all.
You were giving me that cheese roller talk, weren't you?
Cheese roller
You
talk.
were giving me that cheese roller. Hey, Cooper's Hill, Brockworth, I tell you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Ain't from around
There's
here,
probably
are
going to
you?
be quite a few because I haven't looked at them myself.
You haven't looked? Oh
keep
my God.
forgetting.
Oh, there's
I
loads.
just thought
Coles
you-
places on.
Hey, call it away, big man.
Watch on ketchup, so far.
We want to know, have you booked for September? Have you booked, big man?
Don't pressurise him.
No, just asking. Because if not, no, but I'm just asking.
There's a vlog on YouTube on the new road that you did with Christine on Monday. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
You deserve a drink, Tim, after being good all week. Thank you so much. The farmer's accent, lol. The farmer.
Farmer Giles.
Was it? The country guys.
The Wurzel Gummidge.
The Wurzel Gummidge.
No, the Wurzels. I know where the tractor be. You know that sort of thing. Yeah.
Wurzel Gummidge, there we go. Hi Martin, hope you're well. Martin Voss says hi, Cole.
Well,
Dom, I was there, Dean, what you were talking about?
yeah, Dean, he messaged me this morning actually. Don was there at the game. That's what I mentioned this morning.
Charlie needs a winger.
Charlie
There's
needs,
a vlog on YouTube, the new road, okay.
Charlie needs a winger.
Charlie says somebody needs a winger.
A window, a winger.
A winger. We need a winger, Simon, and Mitomar is a quality player.
Okay.
R.I.P. Trevor Francis.
Yeah, what Dean just said was Trevor Francis was the first million player from Birmingham City to Nottingham Forest. He went for £1 million, and he passed away last week in his holiday.
Oh, we said, didn't we? In
his holiday home in Spain, and he had a heart attack there. He was he either 67 or 69? Yeah, nice guy, brilliant, great player.
James Kerr's got a question. Tim, what's your opinion on certain elements in Tenerife against tourism? Now, that is a good question. That is a really good question. Vinny, happy birthday to Webby. Another bottle on me. So he's bought you a bottle.
Cheers, Vinny. Top man.
He's giving me the money though, so you're never going to see that, are you?
That's it. Hey, listen to me. You must have about $3,000 in there. Well, double up with me, but you can have it. I don't want it.
He's a pensioner now.
Yeah, me pal.
He needs it, doesn't he? He needs
I
it.
flipping do need it, I tell you.
Yeah.
I do blooming need it.
So there's a good question actually about the people. Well, I think what it is, it's the media trying to drum up a little bit of nastiness, right?
Of course.
What it is, there is a thing called Agenda 2030, which means that the island is full, it's dirty, and it's not sustainable. The more and more people are coming every year, and it's the race to the bottom of cheap holidays, dollar a pint, and all that stuff.
Okay.
So what the government say is, we need to either earn the same amount of money with less people,
Yeah.
or earn what was it?
Yeah,
Earn
but-
same amount of money with less people.
But that's the reason why, as you said a couple of weeks ago, the early part of the year,
Yeah.
many hotels have been sold to hoteliers, big companies,
Yeah.
private, and to make it into big 5-star hotels.
Right.
They do not want to be another Benidorm.
No.
They're
Oh,
trying-
it's not even that.
Not even that, but
It's
you know,
not even that, but it's going that
and that's
way.
no disrespect to Benidorm.
No, but what they're saying is that a lot of tourists, not everybody, but a lot of tourists utilise the island as a dumping ground, if you like.
Okay.
Yeah. So they'll come over here, and they're not actually tourists. Yeah. They're not interested in the culture. They're not interested in the language. They're not interested in the food
Okay,
or the
yeah,
people,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
They just want sun.
Sun, sea, and
So-
sex.
so-
It is what it
yeah,
is,
it's
isn't it?
basically Blackpool with sun.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So a lot of people are looking for that.
Yeah.
And it's been made it easy to do that through the cheap flights and everything.
But,
But that's only from Britain, you know.
but hang on. You say cheap flights. The cheap flights are not cheap anymore. You try and get a cheap flight now. If something happens and you need to go back home tomorrow,
Yeah.
because your mum, dad, family are poorly and that, you cannot get cheap flights. Matthew's girlfriend, Faye, she's here. She's looking. You cannot get cheap flights. You used to have to. You could usually wait until the last minute as they drop. But they don't now. You've got to book them early doors, or you got problems.
Yeah, but I mean, even the normal flights are cheaper than everywhere else from the world. I mean, I was just saying, my daughter's paying nearly $2,000 to come over and she's not staying in a hotel. You know, it's just for a flight.
Yeah.
And she's just found one now over Madrid. It's going to take her all day to get here.
Yeah, no.
She's found for flying over Madrid. It's still going to cost her $1,000 to get here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, what I wanted to say was, it's been a destination that has been easy to get to. It's
Yeah, okay.
4 hours.
Yeah.
It's been cheap flights, and everybody's undercutting everybody else to get bums on seats, right?
Okay.
And what they want to do, they want to say, look, that's unsustainable. The sewage systems and the water systems, right? They're all being renewed and everything.
Yeah,
And the salt, the desalination plants are being done. We're going to renewable energies
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And renewable energy, there's not really enough renewable energy to cover everything. So what they want to do is to change the island to a sustainable destination
Okay, yeah.
for tourists, real tourists, right?
But the weather.
It is the weather. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. Now there is a small contingent. See you, Dean. Oh, it wasn't Dean going.
No.
So there is a small contingent that take this as being anti-tourism, and so, but there's always that small contingent.
There's always.
But the impetus and everything is to do with sustainability. Now, where the people's heads come from about anti-tourism is the way that the locals are treated. They are low wages, they're long hours, and a lot of there's not a lot of oversight, as I can see, because what happens is you get a contract to work for somebody, and then you end up getting a contract for 10 hours a week,
And you're working 40.
and you're working 40.
Yeah, for sure.
And the
Because
rest is paid like this.
The reason why is because it's expensive.
It
Hey,
is.
Ken,
It is expensive
I'll give you a
to
call.
employ people,
I'll give you a call, son.
but what we really need is for the place to appreciate the locals, appreciate the culture, appreciate what's on offer here, including the sun, right? But without the thousands of tons of cigarette dimps, the thousands of tons of rubbish, the thousands of tons of sick on the street, you know? So
But you're only talking that really if you're in Las Americas, to be pretty honest with you, and one or two little spots. I was talking to somebody yesterday, trying to think of Andy on the phone from Manchester. He's not sure of a cut of Bob, and him and his missus said, "Come on, we'll go up to a Decky."
yeah,
Other
the town.
Yeah, up to Decky town, just two of them. Walked up town, found this nice little tappers bar, popped in there, 7 little items. Went bosh. Webby said you couldn't eat it all. Drinks in one of you.
50 quid.
40.
Yeah.
40 quid. He went, unbelievable. You got to go where the locals go. It's like anything in it. You go where
Right.
the locals go,
Right.
and you got to get off that strip, get out because you can't get taxi, and get up the mountain. You're only up a Decky. It's only 5 minutes away. whether you go to Arona, San Miguel, whether you go to a Decky or whatever. You know what I mean? Go see a bit of culture.
We won't know. Cole won't know when he's coming till the 18th of August or beyond.
Okay, cheers, Cole.
Not cheap in Tenerife anymore. In fact, it's not going to be expensive. You can hardly find a $1 a pint.
Yeah.
No, that's gone really.
Yeah.
In fact, the one I found this morning was it this morning? No, yesterday morning.
Yes,
The one I found yesterday morning.
Yeah.
That was for takeaway. The 95-cent pint. That's takeaway only.
Oh, excuse me.
And it's plus Iggy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So they don't even do that. Paul Frost says hi. The Lord, if they carry on like that, they'll ruin the island's economy. No, the island's economy, I mean, I looked at it the other day, right? There's 40% of the actual economy is tourists, right? And the associated supply chain, right? So what they want to be able to do is they want to have sustainable tourism.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say, oh, if we don't come and spend our money, you're going to die and all that, yeah? Well, that's not true.
No.
And there's going to be plenty of people on the island. And if it does change, it'll change very gradually. It's not as if we're going to sort of say, all you orcs are no longer, yeah? It's not going to happen like that. It's Agenda 2030, and they say what we're going to do, we're going to offer better quality holidays, better quality excursions, better I mean, Dan is working on this with them, you know. I mean, everybody's working towards the same goal, a sustainable tourist economy, right? Yeah. And just get rid of the stuff that is killing the infrastructure. You know, I mean, I personally think that the all-inclusive is taking the money out of the mouths of the people and sending it all to corporations.
Well, the thing is, listen, you think how much, I'm just going to say about all-inclusive.
Yeah.
The amount of food that must be wasted.
Yeah.
Oh, must be phenomenal. Absolutely must be phenomenal, mustn't it? Because half of it is not the top notch, is it? Unless you pick up a nice one or two all-inclusive hotel. Mm-hmm. But surely coming on holiday, you do want to see a bit of the island and not just go on the beach or just stay in the hotel around the pool and whatever. Go and enjoy.
I mean, you can stay in the pool. I mean, there's nothing to stop you doing that, and we're not trying to stop that.
No, of course not.
We're just trying to give you a better quality.
Yeah. And when you go back and say, what did you do for the week? Mm-hmm. I ate, I drank, got drunk on this cheap stuff, and ran the pool all day. That was it. That's our holiday. Nothing. Didn't say they went anywhere or what have you.
Cole's saying, so these 5-star hotels that are now popping up and charging $3,000 upwards for a week, they're this moment paying the local staff paying better. Actually, they are. Yeah. I mean, the people, they cannot get away with what some of the places are getting away with. The 5-star hotels are owned by corporations, and the corporation has to pay the going rate.
Yeah.
And so you're more likely. I mean, there's a couple of hotels that you wouldn't even know. Where they do exclusive holidays. They got their own helicopter landing pads, right? Yeah. Behind Del Duc there. And the staff there have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, but they also earn more than staff in other hotels.
Cheers, Ian. Take care, son.
See you guys.
See you, big man. Cheers soon, love.
So, so they are earning better money, and they also get working backwards to Christmas. So, as I say, it's not going to change overnight. It's a gradual change, and they want to gravitate towards sustainable. In fact, if you want to look at it, I'll put a link in the description to Agenda 2030. Now, it's in Spanish, but you can just put it through Google Translate, and it translates fairly well. I did it myself. It's a little bit dry in spots, but if you read the bullet points of what they're trying to do, then you can see where some people might jump on the bandwagon and say, we don't want tourists anymore. But those people is a small group of activists.
Minority.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. They are a minority, but they're a small group of activists that are utilising this as a way to get publicity, right? So I wouldn't worry. What's the inflation like in Tenerife? I think up to now, the last figures I've seen are 2.4%. But it feels more. I think in the supermarkets it feels more, but the official is about 2.4%.
I can only go by Dawn's Spanish pension went up 8.5% in April.
Yeah. So
England was 10.5.
Yeah.
And the Spanish was 8.5.
But the last figures I've got for last year is 2. In fact, my rent went up by 2.5%.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's not 8% because that means I've got to pay more next week, next year. Never do all-inclusive, so many Italian restaurants in Tenerife, great food choices, Flying Trucker found a nice Italian beer, Birla Moretti, 210 for 660 millilitres. That's a pint. Alan Fraser, likewise, Anne, always B&B. There you go. Chelsea boy says, how's inflation? We did that one. Deanne Parotta's in. Hi, Deanne from America.
Hi, Diane.
If it's coming with a problem, why are they building so many five-star hotels in a decade? That's not sustainable. No, the five-star hotels have to be sustainable.
It will be.
So they've got to use reusable. They've got to have good water supplies.
Yeah.
They've got to have reusable energy. They've got to be naturally cooling, I think. Yeah. So they are building to a specific regulation that makes it more sustainable. But the reason they want five-star hotels is to give you a better quality of holiday,
Service.
right? And service, right?
Yeah,
and people pay for quality and service,
So
and that means that the revenue will be the same with less people.
They want more quality people.
Right.
That's going to spend more money.
It's not saying we don't want the people who feel like they're less quality.
No, of course not.
Right?
No, for sure.
There's going to be niches for everything. It's just that the lion's share.
You've got to start from somewhere, haven't you?
You
If you
do,
want to
yeah.
build it, you do it that way, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
You've got to start from somewhere.
Yeah. Unless you want to keep us as Blackpool with sun, then there you go. Sir Anthony sits behind the Med Palace. Locals, they work all day and all night with like one day off, yeah. If they carry on like that, they will ruin the island's economy. I'm assuming that means the way they are.
Yeah. The economy will always be here.
2 weeks in Sir Anthony Hotel next September, $7,000. That's not remotely cheap, and that's just bed and breakfast.
That's the one opposite Harrisburg, isn't it?
That's the one behind the Med Palace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Harrisburg.
No,
yeah.
no.
Well, no, I mean, it's like there.
It's around there,
Yeah,
if you walk to the beach,
Yeah.
it's on the beach.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
It was the green one, now it's a purple one. It's the other way around, I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Flying Trucker, Alan, Charlie. It's true that supermarkets, restaurants, that they charge different locals and tourists. That's not true. Well, the supermarkets charge different prices for locals and tourists. I don't think they know, do they? No. They can't do it, but somebody's saying that they might do it. Bars do. Some bars do. Dave doesn't. No. A lot of bars charge locals less than tourists, but which is illegal, yeah. Less tourists would be bad news for a lot of bars and restaurants and the people they employ. Less tourists. You're right. If there's less people going round, that means you have to up your game to attract the people.
Yeah.
So if you're sticking around in where you are, then your customers are going to go away. So you have to increase the quality of your offer plus the price to attract the people that are coming, right?
You're as good as your last day. As soon as you close that door on a Monday night, it doesn't mean that Monday you're going to get the same response on a Tuesday.
Right.
Which is a fact. You've got to keep it going. And it's tough. Listen, I've had 3 pubs here, worked my socks off, done the business, and would I buy a pub again now? No, it's tough. It really, really is tough. The social security, we're talking 250, 300 a month plus now, and what have you. But
per person?
Yeah, per person.
Full time?
Yeah, full time. It's not easy. It's not easy now.
282, I think I paid.
You've really got to be into it now. You've got to be 24/7.
But I think
you've got to change your lifestyle, you know, and you've got to work it. You can't just open 5 days a week and say, right, I'll open it 7 at night until 2 in the morning. It ain't going to happen.
Yeah, but what Derek's saying here, less tourists would be bad news for a lot of bars and restaurants and the people they employ.
Yeah, but that's automatic.
Yeah, but you're right. But the thing is, what's the solution? The solution is you become the best bar on the strip.
Yeah.
And not everybody can be the best bar on the strip.
Then you've got problems with the other bar owners and a bit of jealousy and this, that and the other. So just, your best thing to do is keep your mouth shut, get on with your own job. Don't worry about anybody else. Just worry about your 4 walls. Too many pubs, landlords and whatever, they worry about other people down the road, round the corner. Oh, they take a walk round. They go, oh, he's busy down there. We're not. Why are we not busy? Right, so don't look at that. They're in there for a reason. Yep. Why are they not in yours? The reason not in yours is because, is it staff? Is the staff miserable? Are you not paying the right rate? Is it not clean? Is the toilets dirty? Have you not got a football? If you not, you know, all these little things, you know, that make up a good, honest pub. The landlords are gone now. They just put young kids in there. You know, you go back to England, and you go into Witherspoons and what have you. They're all students beyond the bar, aren't they? 18, 19. They just serve. The landlord is gone there.
Yeah, but don't forget, that's the race to the bottom, right? That's
Yeah.
not normal.
No.
That's not normal. You look at the European cities, right? What do you have? You've got beautification of cities. You've got restaurants popping up on sidewalks, on pavements.
Yeah.
You've got life. You've got la vida, right? You've got life, and the life here, the weather here allows you to live outside,
Yeah.
right?
That's what we
so
come
what
here.
you have to do, you have to offer a great place to come and visit. You know what I mean? And if you can do that sustainably, as opposed to wastefully, then that's good. So the actual 2030 is nothing to do with less tourists and more tourists. It's saying upping the quality of the offer, right, with a sustainable thing. So there's not like 6 million people coming in and destroying the place.
No.
There's, let's say, 6 million people coming in and appreciating the place.
Just to give you an example about people staying in hotels.
There's loads of questions, but if you want to give the examples first.
Well, yeah, I mean, for my birthday last night, my mate Terry two phones with
Yeah.
Maggie, as you know.
Hi Terry, hi Maggie.
Lovely couple. They watch us in you in the morning, and me having a bit of fun with you. She loves watching that. Anyway, so we went out for dinner last night, and by the Santa Maria, there's a hotel called Esmeralda.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Right, I don't think it's called Esmeralda anymore. They're all changed anyway. I've always known it for all these years. So we went in there, and we pay a certain figure for the buffet. And it's a buffet. I'm not a buffet man, but it was quite nice. Now, what I'm saying is about people, all right? A lot of Brits there, so I was listening to talking and so forth. And we looked out after we had our dinner, just look over, because I wasn't drinking, driving, whatever. So we went soon after, and I looked over the balcony, and the amount of people, they got a big stand outside, bandstand, waiting for entertainment. But if there was 200, 300, 400 people there, and the atmosphere looked lovely, they all sat there in the warm by the pool waiting. So those people could have gone outside,
Right.
round to the locals, to the bar on the corner, and
Yeah,
but they're staying in there.
Wakanda.
Yeah. No, what's that? Anyway, I can't think what it's called.
Right.
So we went
Harley's.
to another bar around the corner because Terry, good friends with the people that own it. They've had that 2 days. Terry was there 2 nights ago. Steady, not busy, steady. We went there last night, and there was only 6 people in there. So what I'm saying is, tough.
It is
A
tough.
singer.
Yeah.
A singer on. The owner is a singer, so they had to pay the singer, and they probably paid the singer the money they took in the till. 3 staff, 2 behind the bar, girl waitress and what have you. Tough. It's tough. All these
It is
bars.
tough.
It is. You've got to be established. You've got to be.
Well,
the
not only
sun
that, but
in.
you can't take a bar with no experience.
You got to be the sun in. I saw David the sun in Mercadona today. Dave and Steve and more who own that. They've owned it for many years. That is absolutely chocker out. That's
What's the secret?
been there for many years. Great food. But that's food. But this new bar, no food. They just opened 2 days. It's going to be difficult for them because they're down below them. They've got to track them in.
We were there weren't we?
Right. Yeah, but you're right. We went there, met Terry.
Yeah.
But it was at the far end. Called Detroit now.
It's not called Bob's Bad Burgers anymore.
Yeah. No, that was Bob. That's
Yeah.
still there. But the on the right hand side, they were just.
Is that open now?
Yeah, it's been open 2 days now.
All right.
2 days
That's
ago.
going to be a nightclub, isn't it? Motown nightclub.
But it was. It's called Detroit.
Okay, Detroit.
It was
There you go,
Detroit.
Motown.
It was busy 2 nights ago. The last night there was only 6, 7 people in, because it's brand new.
Yeah, and also you can't see it from the road.
Exactly. Can't see it from the
Passing
road.
trade. I've got to do this now. So Cole says, I remain unconvinced him. Other tourist resorts have attempted similar schemes since the 90s. Caribbean resorts, etc. They've all ended up reverting back to mass markets to vote with their feet.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that might happen. I'm not saying I'm for or against it. I'm just saying there's an
What's
agenda.
happening?
And there's an agenda 2030 that is trying to get things more sustainable. I mean, climate change and everything is everybody's got to. Sorry, just trying the conversation. Want to know how things are since the UK has left the euro. The UK never had the euro, I don't think. But if you mean the EU, the difference now is that if you're not a European, you need a visa to come. And if you don't have a visa, you can have a visa waiver. And the waiver allows you to enter the Schengen area for 90 days in any 180. So that's the difference. So people who used to come for longer than 90 days in the winter can now no longer do that unless they get it by a visa. So that's one difference. The other difference is the people who lived here had to change their identification badges. We used to have the green card, and now we've got the TIE.
Yeah.
That's one difference. The other difference was there was a lot of paperwork we all had to do to change over, and the biggest issue with that was that we didn't get the vote because we've been out of the country too long.
Driving licences and
Driving licenses, you have to change those anyway.
everything's a nightmare, isn't it?
Eddie Reese, if the economy goes to 5-star, will your pensions keep up with the increase in prices, as presumably the local establishments will increase their prices to suit the clientele? Yeah, I don't think locals use the hotels. I think most of the locals will either work in the hotels, but they don't really use the hotels.
They haven't got the money to pay the hotel prices.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't if you got a house here. What do you need a hotel for?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you would.
So I don't think the locals use the hotels.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
In fairness, most of the bars in the Mirador Strip, I missed that one, are all fair with the prices. I mean, fair prices, it's not to do with how much you're going to charge. We're not talking about the price of things going up. We're saying that the quality of the offer has to go up, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to have to think about culture, island culture and Spanish culture as well. That's what they want to promote. They don't want to do stuff like
What's the matter, Dean?
everything.
We lost some.
Your keys?
Chuck them in the bin.
His fags.
Yeah, I said chuck them in the bin.
7 p.m. time flies. Oh, Webby's Sports Roundup is now live. If you want to go and watch that.
It's good. It's great fun.
In fairness, most of the Mirador Strip, 7 p.m. already, time flies. I think it's more tough in 6 weeks holidays because most people stay in the hotels. That's true. That's true. Lidl might build a hotel, be cheap, B&B.
I was there today, Lidl. We went there for the fruit and one of these. Yeah.
Alan's on. Good evening. Had a terrible commute home just in. Alan, you got to watch the Webby Sports Roundup. You did a great shout out.
Is Alan the Hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Alan
your
the
shout
Hat.
out.
There you go.
Coming on about
Does
2
Webby
minutes.
have a video going out tonight? Yeah, it's going out right now.
Right now.
I like the south, but the north is far, far better, says Scott Pearson. It depends what you're after. I mean, the northern coast is more sort of like tropical rainforest, and we're more desert.
There's a lot of Germans at the north as well. But it's Scott saying that because his mum and dad lives there.
Probably, but also because the north, if you go to the north, you tend to fall in love with it more because it's a little bit more foreign, you know, for a tourist.
Yes, it is.
It's a little bit more, it's an older type place, so you got a little bit more culture there.
It was first, many
first.
before me and you came, even before I came.
Agatha Christie stayed there.
Everybody went there to the north
yeah.
until the south started building up. Then most people come for the south because of the sun. Yeah, sure.
Joe Mendes, thanks for answering my question. You're welcome, Joe. Hi, Tim was talking about local restaurants and bars. Okay. Any sunbeds on the beach yet? No.
I've not been down for 2 days, not unless you have.
No, but I don't think there is. Ever tried another country like Portugal or Madeira?
I've been in Madeira when we went on the, they do that cruise around the island. That's where obviously Cristiano Ronaldo was born. I did that, but you just get a drop off in the daytime. That's quite nice. That was quite a nice island. What was the other island?
Portugal.
Yeah, never been to Portugal. That's where a lot of golfers go. Kenny Dalglish of the world. I know
Well, it
they've got a
depends. I
place
mean,
there.
when people say Portugal, a lot of people mean the Algarve.
Yeah, okay,
right?
yeah.
We used to have a factory in Porto where they make the port, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'd have to go over there once or twice a month, maybe, when we were doing
Who was that working for?
Infineon, which was like Siemens, spin-off of Siemens.
Oh, you're Seaman, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had a well, in fact, it's still there. I don't know what it's called now. Yeah, I think it's still Infineon, but it's a microchip factory. I used to work in a microchip factory as a quality manager for the IT. In the end, anyway. But yeah, we used to go over there, and Porto's a beautiful city. And I just remember, I went out at 7 o'clock to get some tea, and all the restaurants were shut. I think I'm too late.
Sounds very nice.
7 o'clock at night, all the restaurants were shut.
They just haven't opened yet.
They hadn't opened yet. They don't open till 10 o'clock.
Gotcha. And then, is there still a few on?
166 people still on.
At this time of the day, fantastic. That's good news.
It is
isn't
good, yeah.
That's good, yeah.
We're in Los Cristianos back in early May, and the hotel was full of locals, Don. Cool dude. I mean,
Hang on. When you say full of locals, for me, that could be.
full of Spanish, he probably means.
Yeah, that could be the reason why it could be the peninsula, mainland Spain. Or what you will do, you will get a lot of people from the north coming down the south, because
Right.
May can be probably a bit not the weather not be up the north, can it?
You know,
So they make them go south.
if you're working in Santa Cruz, or you're in the industry,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
industrial area, then you would probably earn more than if you're in the tourist
for sure.
tourist
Yeah, yeah,
sector.
for sure. Yeah,
so
for
you
sure.
can afford it. But most of the people that you're going to Spanish speakers you're going to see in hotels here are from the peninsula, are from Madrid and Murcia and all those places.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not going to get a guy from Las Americas to go into the Volcano Hotel.
No, not at all.
Tim and Webby, I've noticed a lot more Brits in the north, and a few have spoken to say travel agents offering better deals to the north.
Oh, that's new. I didn't. Who's that from?
From Denise.
Okay, Denise. Yeah, no, didn't know that. But
And Scott's saying the reason he says the north's better: scenery, culture, and prices.
yeah, for sure. That's 100%. Yeah, I'll back you up on that.
Anne-Marie's saying after watching North Tenerife Man vlogs in Puerto, the north looks beautiful to us. Looking forward to our visit there.
It is because it's green. It's beautiful.
You know, and if you don't know Northman Tenerife, it's Denise's husband, who's Steve is a Wawa, is it?
He's a Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday fan.
At the moment, he'll be like this.
Yeah, he's.
Because they're playing Southampton tonight. First game of the season. So good luck, big man. I'd love Wednesday to turn Southampton over.
Alan's homemade vlog says been to Madeira and Portugal, but he prefers Tenerife.
Yeah, of course.
Been on a river cruise up the Douro, superb for wines and food tasting. I don't know where the Douro is.
Is that Portugal? Yeah.
The Douro,
The trouble is, you
D-O-U-R-O.
see, when people come to Tenerife for the first time,
Yeah.
they may come down here or whatever, and they say, "Oh, this is lovely," or "I don't like it down here," and they've only been to one bit of the island, so they make an answer or an assumption immediately for 1 or 2 days, don't they?
I think I must admit that when first time I came here, I stayed at the Sheraton La Caleta, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it was a beautiful
Lovely,
it was a
yeah.
beautiful place. I was looking for 5-star luxury
Yeah.
when I came over. I said I wanted a place where Christina would feel good. It had a lift, it had people, you know.
Yeah.
And you do get treated better in a 5-star hotel,
course you
right?
do, of course you
I
do.
mean, obviously you're paying €28 for a gin and tonic at night.
We were treated on the money last night.
So we'd stayed 2 weeks in this place in the Sheraton Hotel. I think it's called the Tivoli now. It closed down, it's reopened as the Tivoli.
yeah.
And we came out, we turned right, we went to the Cocalucci Beach Bar. There was
Yeah.
a jazz band on,
Yeah.
they were landing with the parachutes. We walked around the little fishing village of La Caleta. It was ideal. Then we started walking left and it got better and better. The Mirador, the big 6-star hotel with the
Yeah.
helicopter landing plats. The castle, you know, we walked around the corner.
I know.
And then all of a sudden, we started getting fish and chips, $1 a pint.
Yeah. It's got to
know?
start somewhere, isn't it?
No, but I mean, I'm not a snob, but the culture changed
Yeah, of
within
course.
100 metres.
Yeah.
Right? And so, for me, my first impressions of Tenerife was a beautiful Spanish island which was quite expensive.
Canary
to tell you
Islands.
the truth. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite expensive, you see. And then I went round the corner and I found that there was an area
Yeah.
where you could go. You didn't have to worry about speaking the language
No,
because everybody
sure.
spoke English.
Yeah, for sure.
Most of the people working there were English anyway,
Yeah,
because it was summer jobs and
But
all
if
that.
you're in a 5-star hotel, if you're paying for that money, you're getting good service, and then you'd be looked after.
You are looked
You know,
after, yeah.
obviously we got looked after. One lad looked after last night. He was from the Basque Country, Bilbao. So at the end of the day, bang on.
See you, Cole.
We called him out, bong. Looked after him. Thanks very much, and he looked at me, thank you. That's what you do. You look after him, they look after you. See you, Cole.
Burpees King. Webby's accent reminds me of my friend Pete, who built the Treasure Island Crazy Golf 30 odd years ago. There you go.
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island Crazy Golf. Is that the one down on Los Cristianos? I don't know.
No,
Or is it the one on Fania Bay?
no.
Or maybe it's.
Is that the one he means in?
I don't know.
Near the patch.
That's all I got.
Um,
Plus, you get the beauty of the clouds in the morning and the evening sleeping. It's too hot. It's too hot in the south. It's too hot in the south.
But
Oh,
again,
it's too hot in the south. Sorry.
Listen, it is what it is.
Uh-huh.
If you choose that.
Have a great weekend, says Carl. He's off to work.
Same to you, Con. Have a good gig tonight, son.
Season starts tonight. NTM's on. Steve's on. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Sarah Charles. I've travelled all over Tenerife, love every bit, but would choose to live in the south. Just a personal thing. Yeah, I chose the south because of the constant weather. That's what Christine wanted anyway.
Yeah, of course she does.
Now watching Craig reveal Horwood and in Annie. Sorry, can't hear the theatre. Can't hear in the theatre. Oh, she's okay. She's in the theatre. She's watching us in the theatre with no sound.
She's watching us in the theatre.
So the sun's gone in for some reason, so we're
Nice.
going to brighten us up. Clouds are coming over, so it's cooling off now.
Lovely now. It's lovely.
I'm gonna finish it so they can go over to you and watch your stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I did a great job in editing. There's some funny bits in it as well.
Very
We've
funny.
done a bit of interacting as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the best
Yeah, it is today.
sports roundups without being sport.
I've watched it twice already.
I've also got bits in there that you can skip to. So if you're not interested in cricket, you can skip that bit. But don't, because we need the watch hours.
It's 2 seconds.
It
isn't
is 2 seconds, yeah. So what I want to say now is I want to thank Webby for coming on. I want to thank all my guests that were on this evening.
Mick, Julie, and Dino.
And we're going to have a weekend off now, as we don't work the weekends.
We do not.
And Monday morning,
I'm just organising. I'm waiting for her to come back. So they're going to be down here.
we don't know
or
what
up
we're
there.
doing.
I'm waiting
We don't
for
know.
her.
If we are doing a recording on Monday,
Yeah.
that's all well and good. If not, I'm going to record a recorded vlog. So I'm going to go and have a coffee somewhere, and I'm going to do a McMaster style morning coffee vlog.
Oh,
All right?
that's new.
So it's going to be static cameras, not walking around. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be static cameras. It's going to be a coffee shop somewhere on the island.
Okay.
It's going to be drone footage and mark it out at 10. And I'm going to practice to say the word because.
It probably won't happen. I hope. On the because this guy and his grandson, I've got to get them before the 10th, I think.
Well, if they do want and they don't want to come here,
Yeah, we'll go
just
with-
tell
yeah.
them. Just tell them let's meet at a coffee shop,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I'll do the interview, and then
Yeah.
we'll do the vlog afterwards.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool dude.
I'm easy Monday morning anyway.
So I want all of you guys, 144 of you, to go over to Webby Sports Roundup and watch the sports show that went out at 7 o'clock. I want you to go and comment on his sports show, what you like the best, then come back to this video and say, I went and commented, and tell me what you commented.
It's all good.
It is.
Funny. I've watched it twice since you put it on frame, and I'm going to watch it again when I get home.
We're
It
going to
is
watch
good.
it.
Yeah, no, I will. Because that last bit in the end,
That last bit is
yeah,
good.
that's it's not funny.
So I'm going to put...
It's not funny.
it's not funny.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
You beat me.
I'm actually going to put Webby Sports Roundup in the corner up here. If you want to subscribe, if you want to... am I going the right way? I think I am, yeah.
You tell me.
If you want to support the channel or buy Christina a book, you can do it right here in PayPal, anonymously. You can subscribe for free right here, and I'll link Webby's channel up in the corner because I love him. And this is Tim Dowd and
Webby,
for Living with MS in Tenerife signing off. See ya.
wouldn't want to be, yeah.
Bye. 10,000, 9,000, 8,000.